Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. As you can see, I don't personally feel the best. I have this thing called like a neurovirus. I've been throwing up and other stuff as of yesterday. So I do apologize for the later upload, but I wanted to make sure that I went live and I quickly talked about what's in store for tomorrow. So tomorrow's a very significant day. It's Wednesday, June 12th. It's the FOMC rate decision that's going to be happening at 2 p.m. Eastern time, as well as the CPI data report, which is known as the inflation report on the consumer side of things. I wanted to talk everything that you need to know about this up and coming CPI data report. So the first thing that I want you to know is the forecast for tomorrow, June 12th, 2024. The CPI data report gets released 1 hour before the market opens. I'll leave it up to you guys. First off, I don't even really know if I'm going to be able to because of how I feel. And if I continue to feel like this, there's no way that I'm going to wake up 1 hour before the market opens to go live. I do apologize. I just feel like absolute dog crap. But it's 1 hour before the market opens at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time or 5:30 a.m. my time. The forecast for tomorrow is 3.4%. The previous and the current rate is 3.4%. So the expectation is for it to come in at 3.4%. Well, Ricky, what happens if it comes in at 3.5 or 3.6? Then that shows that inflation is not going down and it's actually going up. This means that the Federal Reserve will most likely not be able to justify cutting interest rates. Now, if the overall inflation report comes in at 3.4, 3.3, 3.2, then again, it's more likely that the Federal Reserve can justify cutting interest rates. And remember, the Federal Reserve wants to cut interest rates because I'm not even saying that the Federal Reserve wants to, we want to, because if you want stocks to go up, by the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, that means that it's going to be less expensive for people like you and I and businesses to borrow money. If it's less expensive for us to borrow money, then therefore we should be able to spend more money because it's less expensive to borrow it. So that's the idea behind that. If inflation goes down, markets should naturally go up based off of the Federal Reserve reaction. If inflation actually goes up more than 3.4% than what was already expected, then again, expect markets to drop. Again, I do plan to possibly go live. And if you guys want me to, just get this video to over 1,000 likes. And again, as long as I feel okay, I would be more than happy to. I do have an open short position very quickly on GameStop. I went long on this when I announced it to my LPP team. So it hit lows of 22.80. It ripped up, it began to consolidate, and it's been gapping up ever since then. I do have an open short right now. It's just 1,000 shares. But I went long on it originally, and then I closed out my long position at $28. It was an insanely good trade. Now it became very overbought, and now I'm waiting for confirmation of a sell-off to be able to short it and make money as it retraces back down to the moving average. But when it comes down to where the CPI data report is released, it's released on the bls.gov/CPI. The only reason I'm sharing this with you is just in case I don't go live tomorrow, I want to make sure that you know exactly where to find this report. This report will be here, and it'll be here on the right-hand side. So instead of April, it's going to say May. And then it's going to tell us if we saw an increase or a decrease on our overall inflation rate. You're going to click on PDF, and then it's going to break down for you exactly what items within the all items that are factored into the CPI data report either saw an increase or a decrease. But don't worry, if I go live, I'll break it all down for you, and I can reassure you. I mean, I know that this looks really boring. This looks maybe hard to read. It's not hard at all. I can reassure you that. These are just line items, and then when the new month of May gets added, because, right, it's June, so the new month of May gets reported in the month of June, that new month will be added, and then we'll have, based off of these line items, if inflation went up or down based off of, that given line item, such as food or food at home or food away from home, stuff like that. And then we add the new month, which is going to be May 2024, and we remove the old month, which is May 2023. So you could see that the expectations are pretty low for May because we're taking away only a 0.1% increase in 2023. Therefore, if we add anything more than 0.1, then be ready for for inflation to actually go up. So I think inflation is going to go up. That's just my opinion. I'm not here to predict, but that's just my opinion. I think that inflation will go up. I think markets will sell off tomorrow, and then that the Federal Reserve tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time will then have to probably pause interest rates once again. I don't see them being able to justify cutting interest rates anytime soon, especially with recent economic data, which is, if anything, really exciting because if you look at the overall NASDAQ market's extremely overbought. I mean, it's literally at all-time highs. So I think that this is a great time not that the market has to sell off right now, but if the inflation report tomorrow comes in worse than what is expected, be ready to see a nice little pullback, maybe down to the moving average, but definitely back down to that EMA line. If the inflation report does come in better than what is expected, lower than what is expected, then be ready for new all-time highs on NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Dow Jones. So I'll make sure that I keep you guys up to date with all of that. But that's really just it. So again, CPI data report 1 hour before the market opens. And then we have the FOMC rate decision at 2 p.m. Eastern time. As long as I feel good, I'd be more than happy to go live. All I ask you to do is subscribe to the channel and get this video to over 1,000 likes. I also do want to remind you that we just shared our trade tracker, which is the weekly newsletter for all the politicians that have taken recent trades. So if you want to keep up to date with Nancy Pelosi and all of the politicians that continue to trade while they're in Congress, we send out a free weekly newsletter every single Monday. And all you have to do is click the first link down below, set up your email, and we'll send it to you on a weekly basis. Other than that, again, if you want the ability to watch me trade live every day, I trade live with my LPP team. That's the second link in the description down below. And for all those that want to pimp out your trading setup, we are doing an Xbox giveaway, and the way to enter is to buy anything from Shop Tech Buds. So we have all of these items. This is called the Day Trader Mystery Box. They're for $70. 2 t-shirts, a flag, a Day Trader mouse pad, and a Wall Street Journal, all included for $70. Or you can just buy items individually from t-shirts starting at $20. We have 50% off wall arts, new arrivals. Again, just a wide collection of different things to choose from. They're all available at shoptechbuds.com or the fourth link in the description down below. I appreciate your time. I hope that we're into thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.